We'll see what happens. Now let's recap Packers-Saints, a game where the referees really didn't, once again, their new refs still didn't help.
No, they didn't, you know. The ball with the fumble was thrown obviously.
And then at the end of the field goal, it was made, called a holding penalty. Then they missed the field goal. Packers do break out. They do win this one 28-27. How lucky are they to get that win?
No, they are very lucky, you know. You kind of, you know.
With the way the Vikings have been playing, the Packers needed that win.
Yep, you know. So it's gonna be tough, you know. Green Bay, they're not looking too good as last year.
And also, Aaron Rodgers is out a little bit. Graham, what was his name? Graham, whatever his last name was. His one play couldn't even do a. Brandon, I was at the Cub game last night, so let's start it off with recapping Bears-Cowboys.
Bears-Cowboys. You know, it was a great game. You know, the Bears came out top. You know, they played very well in the first quarter or so. And I gotta say, 5 interceptions by the Bears defense must show something, an improvement of the you know, Tony Romo. He didn't look too good. I don't know.
Here's a question I wanted to ask you. I was gonna text this to you. Was Tony Romo a Bear last night, or was he a Cowboy?
I think he's a Bear.
5 interceptions, which what did I tell you on Monday's show? I told you that he does not do well in prime time. Neither does Jay Cutler. It was mainly the defense that won it, though. But also, thanks to my boy Brandon Marshall, they made a couple connections. I believe he had a touchdown last night.
Yeah, I think the other one was like 120
Devin Hester as well. So a great game for the Chicago Bears. Do you think this is a for-real game or just a game against a team that's kind of up and down?
I think it's a for-real game. You know, they come out and show some proof. You know, Matt Forte's back. You know, he tweaked his ankle, but he came back. Proven Michael Bush. You know. So I don't know if you saw, but they're like getting better.
I hope
starting
so.
to move around. We'll have to see.
This will most likely be his final year, I think.
Yeah,
Playoffs team, our prediction all the way through the World Series.
When is it actually like first?
I don't know. They have to see if there's a one-game. Okay, now let's look at the playoff picture. The playoffs would start Friday, the one-game play-ins. There's some circumstances, though. The A's and the Rangers play tonight. The A's are one game out of the AL West. If they beat the Rangers tonight, there's a one-game playoff tomorrow.
It doesn't matter what the...
They're both in, but they just don't know what position they are. So if the Rangers win...
I saw the Yankees in clinch tonight, too.
Yankees in clinch as well. I think they already did, didn't they? Or no, the O's are trying to catch them as well. So that could be a one-game playoff tomorrow. So we thought tomorrow's show we'd have nothing to talk about. We may have 2 one-game playoffs to talk about. But the one-game play-in for the wild cards, as of right now, would stand O's, A's, and Braves, Cardinals. The first round also would be for the AL. Tigers and Rangers is already set in stone. As of right now, if the A's win the division, it would be the A's. And then it would be Reds, Giants. I believe the NL is all set in stone, so the Reds and Giants. Dusty Baker going to get to face one of the teams he used to manage. Went to the World Series in 2002 with them. So, good for you, Dusty. Like the Cub fans always said, and Dusty, we trusty. Not really.
Cub fans.
1 year. That was the 03 was the only year you gave us anything good. Anywho.
No, it's not all his fault. The players got to
Let's start with Brandon's picks of the American League. A's, Yankee. Also, by the way, that's what happened yesterday. The Rangers got overtook by the Athletics. Therefore, the A's are in. The Rangers have to go a one-game playoff. Did you see that coming at all? That was a very shocking how that was able to happen.
Hamilton.
You dropped the ball on top of that, and on top they won it 12-5. They were trailing 5-1. Congratulations to the Oakland Athletics. Yankees clinch. Orioles now in the one-game playoff.
You're a professional baseball player. How do you miss fly ball?
I don't know. Josh Hamilton has some issues. Anyway, let's look at Brandon. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Let's take a look at Brandon's picks. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right,
first with the O's and the
Yankees.
Or no.
Yes.
The O's and the who are they playing in the one game? O's and Rangers one-game playoff.
Oh, I take the O's for that game.
Okay, then how about you're going to have the O's advancing against the Yankees. Who do you have winning that series?
I got the O's.
How about Tigers and Athletics?
I got the A's.
And then for your ALCS, you have O's and A's. Who you got winning that?
I got the O's.
And so you have them advancing to the World Series. Let's shift over to the NL. Cardinals, Braves, one-game play-in.
Got the Cards.
How about, okay, you have the Cards, Nationals, NLDS. Who do you like that?
Nationals.
How about Giants, Reds?
I got the Reds.
Nationals, Reds, NLCS.
I got the Nationals.
So you got Nationals, O's, which is actually like Cubs, Sox in D.C. in that area. Who do you like to win?
I got the O's.
You got the O's going all the way.
Yep.
For my picks, me and you are a little different. I got the AL for the one-game playoff, Rangers and O's. I got the Rangers. Then a Rangers-Yankees, I got Rangers. Tigers and A's, I got Tigers. Then for the ALCS, I got Tigers over the Rangers. Tigers advance to the World Series. One game playoff, play-in, Cardinals-Braves, I got Cardinals. Then for the ALDS, I got Cardinals over Nationals. And Giants over Reds. Then in the NLCS, I got Cardinals over Giants, leading us to the 2006 World Series. 6 years later, it was the Cardinals beating the Tigers in the World Series. I'm going to flip her around and say the Tigers are going to beat the Cardinals 6 years later in the rematch for the World Series.
Why do you think the Tigers win the World Series?
I don't know. They've had a tough year, but I think now is their time to shine. They got the guy that just won the Triple Crown for the first time since 67 in Miguel Cabrera since Carl Yastrzemski. I just think Prince Fielder. They got Verlander. They got the guy with the two different colored eyes.
In the playoffs.
I don't think so. I think this is it. This team is ready. Right? This team's going. I believe as far as I know. So we got a bunch of different, but that is going to be exciting. I got Tigers. Why do you got O's?
O's, I think they deserve it. You know, they've been struggling the last couple of years, and the last couple of years have been good. I think I'm just picking the upset.
Jaguars.
Oh, dude, this game will be. I don't know. This game.
Can the Bears stop Maurice Jones-Drew?
Yeah, you know, do you know how many takeaways we have this year? We have 14 takeaways.
I have their defense.
So I got 30 points out last week.
Do you think that they have an easy game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, or do you think it's one they can't overlook?
Oh, that's an easy game. They're just gonna slide right through them, go back to their hotel at home for a week off, and come back to the Detroit Lions.
Get a chance to go in Monday Night Football. Geez, can they just play Sundays, 2 Sundays in a row? That's all I'm asking for.
We have to preview the Packers.
Preview the Packers, Colts, noon, CBS, or actually that's on Fox. Is this an easy game for the Packers?
Might be an interesting game.
The Bears handle them pretty well. The Packers could probably do the same thing.
No, the Packers defense ain't the best like the Bears are. I mean, the Colts are getting better.
The only problem is they're in Indy, and when the Bears played them, they were in Chicago.
Yeah, so that can make a big difference. You know, it's like football. You know, anything can happen in anything.